everybody, and welcome back to Rolls After Dark. I am your Dungeon Master DM Disaster, and we are here with Curse of Strahd. And I just realized that I don't even have the map pulled up. Of course. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Today's just one of those days. We're already late. It's just one of those days. But yeah, so we're back. I have the map pulled up. Yay, hooray for me. Wrong part of the map, but yeah, I got the map pulled up. And we're going to start with a recap. Yeah, so Ryan, can you do recap for us, please?
Gladly. So, after the previous events, getting the little tickets from Van Richten guy, Rictavio, we all kind of met up and had a little bit of downtime, kind of just between that and going to have dinner with Lady Watcher. We actually eventually were at the burgomaster's house when Ernest came with a cart to take us to Lady Watcher's house, and found that it was on the further end of Valaki. We were greeted in and sat down to have dinner with Lady Watcher and her two boys. Conversation, not immediately, but mostly directed towards how we could essentially help her goals. She initially wanted the burgomaster to be removed, but that already happened because of certain actions taken by a vampiric person of the group, and but that part was not mentioned. And then it was moved over to conversation of wanting for her to become the burgomaster, and indirectly kind of opening up the floor for permanently removing her competition, although it was kind of pushed by Klaus and or others. Conversation after dinner went into the study with some of that, and there was notice of a like a raven's crest on Lady Watcher herself, and then there was a weird shadow that appeared from a glass from the firelight, and Klaus actually drank this potion that allowed him to see uh, bunches of symbols of the Raven Crest that we were familiar with before, from a letter that apparently came from that we had learned to come from Strahd, and not the burgomaster um, of Barovia. And uh, Klaus went a little crazy, seeing all of the symbols. Everybody started questioning her. Uh, um, Isa actually was outside for a little bit and then came back in, controlled her, and through that we found out that she's in league with Strahd, and that he would be knowing basically things that we were talking about and everything, and that he's trying to exert more control over the land. Uh, we then wiped her memory of this wonderful interaction in the study, and proceeded to leave. There was some threatening of Ernest by Klaus just before that. Um, uh, and as we were leaving her home, we had a wonderful run-in with Strahd himself at the gate of the home setup, and he a little bit of conversation, and before offering to take us back to the burgomaster's house. Uh, almost everybody agreed, or yeah, without much reluctance. And we also saw Strahd. I don't know if we flat out understood it, but basically cure Klaus of his drunkenness. He was very stone cold sober after that, and let's see. And then we kind of had some conversations once we were inside of how to proceed with everything, and telling telling Wilhelm about the conversation, and Isa checking on the kids and basically everything.
Yeah, so the only thing left out was the fact that Isa had a very frightening moment with love.
That's right. That is
When
right.
doesn't Isa have a very frightening moment with love?
Yeah, he used life transference on the gardens to revitalize the plants, and after doing so, Love mentioned that she remembered walking in the garden like this with him, which, considering this is Isa's unknown child, he has never walked in the gardens with her before. And
Yep.
for a brief moment, he saw his lover and Love's mother as he was looking at her. So,
Not creepy at all.
No. No, 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 no.
so the rest of you, all of you have made your way to bed. Whether you sleep or not is up to you. Oh, actually, no. Watch was taken.
We
Everybody
did
else
watch
had,
his,
yes.
yeah.
Arthos stayed up reading a book while waiting for the sun to rise. Victor noticed that there were bats sitting on the windowsill and thought it was pretty odd, but didn't mention it until hours later.
And we also clocked that Strahd had looked up towards the upstairs when he was dropping us off, as if to
Yes.
kind of acknowledge the fact that he knows, or figures that Irina is upstairs.
Yes.
Yep, which is what prompted us to take watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
And creepy bats.
all of you are awake now in the morning. It's pretty quiet. You hear the occasional clattering of dishes and buckets, furniture kind of being shifted around as the workers are awake and going about their daily business. This time, you don't hear or see Lydia greeting any of you. You do hear Victor, and eventually you would all see him as he makes his way downstairs. Has any of you seen my mother?
That's actually what I was going to ask you.
I haven't seen her since yesterday afternoon. I figured she would have been going around town helping out however she can and be home before dinner. I didn't come to dinner, so yeah.
And she's not in her room.
I knocked and I haven't seen her or heard her. I don't go in my parents' room. I last time I did. Mm, um, I had to use modify memory on myself.
Right.
Understandable. If not excessive.
No, just understandable.
If you see your parents making the beast with two backs, you would probably do it too. But yeah, I'm just. She's probably at the inn. Probably fell asleep over there. She does that from time to time. I'll be back. If I don't, please come looking for me. I don't want to die. And
Right.
you
Noted.
see him just walk out.
Are you sure you wouldn't like someone to S? No, he's gone. So how was the party last night, everybody?
You would have loved it, Lady Watcher. Definitely your type.
Very ambitious.
Ooh,
To say the least.
you
And
like an
attractive.
ambitious woman. Ooh, attractive, even better.
At least 45, 50 years old, still looks like she's 20. I know you're into that kind of shit, William.
But she's also Strahd's plaything.
Oh yeah, and she's working with Strahd, but you know.
Yeah,
Good guy, by the way, he gave us a lift back.
everybody's got some upsides and downs. What? He gave you a ride back? Strahd was here?
Yeah, he just kind of turned up, you know, gave us a lift back from the manor.
You know, normally most people start with the important things first.
I thought that was the important thing.
Still kind of processing the encounter, honestly.
Did he make any threats or anything, or?
No, not at all. I did threaten to murder Ernest, but he didn't really seem to care. And then I told him it was a prank because he heard basically the entire dinner with Lady Watcher.
Probably.
Maybe he just finds it amusing. Usually people who have been in power for quite a while, they gain some form of arrogance.
It seems to be after something, because I do believe the coffin maker also works for Strahd, which would explain why they took the bones and they disappeared from underneath the church.
But why would Strahd... I don't see the point of ruling over a mountain of corpses.
I mean, he is the one controlling the corpses afterwards, isn't he?
True. But
There's not
worry,
much to gain from it, though, yes.
I worry very much that he may have lost his mind.
He certainly has.
But were there any other things that happened? Just anything else I should be aware of?
She
Other
did
than the
admit...
fact that Klaus is exceedingly entertaining when he's drunk, I don't think so.
Hmm.
Unless
There's that.
And he's gonna look at Noman like unless.
I mean, she did admit to being part of that whole event.
That whole event? What do you mean? You mean
With the
the
church.
vampires attacking the church?
Mhm.
Yeah, she was working with Strahd because she thought Strahd would turn her into a vampire. Noman did somebody did some magic fuckery. I think it might have been Isa, actually.
That was Isa.
Yeah, good call, Isa. Proud of you.
I'm
Thank you.
starting to think that there's spies everywhere here.
It
I
could be.
wonder...
Her children, she claims that her children were also voluntarily involved. Not with that, but,
They're followers of Strahd
Sup-
by choice.
supporting Strahd, yes.
It is possible he could have eyes and ears in odd places. Victor mentioned last night. Some unusual behavior from some of the nightlife creatures. Bats were seen stuck to the pretty much at the windows, but not sleeping, just watching. It was kind of unnerving.
Well, I'm... Higher level vampires can control creatures of the night. They can also turn into creatures of the night.
Oh,
Those could have been
That's-
vampires outside the window or their minions.
that is unsettling.
It can be. I've never been on this side of it before.
But they wouldn't be able to get in?
The vampires themselves, unless they had an invitation, I would think not. But the creatures of the night could.
Hmm.
And if they drug you out, it would not matter. I'm glad that someone decided to keep watch last night.
It's easier to keep watch inside of a house, at least.
Yes, you have a point. I'm thinking we should make sure not to sleep on the road while we're here.
That sounds like a good idea.
The only question now is, as I've been thinking, do we go to that dinner? Or
I
do we
mean-
not?
He said the invitation's still open.
I prefer
Yes.
if we didn't, but I have a feeling we're going to anyways.
I feel like it would be rude. Nobles play these kind of games.
He's a bullshit.
And he
game.
gave his word that we would be safe.
He might also be the only way of getting out of here.
That is true.
I believe we asked Lady Watcher last night, and that's what she had said.
Well, I guess damned if we do, damned if we don't. I guess we'll be visiting Lord Strahd's manor quite soon.
And it's around this time that you see Izek storming past you all down the hall. You hear the front door open, slam shut.
Mm.
And you see Irina coming from behind.
Well, off he goes back on his bullshit.
What was that about?
Irina is she just walked past. She didn't stop or anything.
Irina?
Oh yeah, yes, Isaac. Yes, I'm sorry.
Are you alright? And he'll like kind of come closer and see like one if she actually like physically alright, like are pupils dilated, any unnatural warmth to her skin, stuff like that.
You can see that same kind of paleness, the ill appearance that she had. It is. It looks like it's back.
Wait, jog my memory. Did Lady Watcher say that Irina was a vampire?
No,
No.
Did somebody say that, or am I just thinking about stuff that isn't real?
you're thinking
Thinking.
that.
You're thinking. You're thinking
She
that.
did mention, because you guys did ask what was Strahd's fascination with Irina,
Mm-hmm.
and she said that he wants to make Irina one of his brides.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, the paleness. This is like, oh, this is when she needs a blood letter to help with the whole process and thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Isa will look to her and kind of look back to them. Just give us a moment. We'll be right back down, and he'll bring her up to the. Uh, he'll bring her to back to their room that they were staying in.
Okay. So you take her into the room, and she follows willingly, sits on the bed, and just kind of automatically pulling the sleeve up for her shirt, and just sitting with her back against the headboard, her arm out. And she's not looking at you, like she's looking out the window. She just has this, like she looks concerned, upset. And she's just kind of waiting for you to start.
Yeah, and he'll start the bloodletting process before he kind of looks to her. I can only do so much for the body, but clearly there's something plaguing the mind.
It's Izek. He won't listen to reason. He thinks
And
that fighting Strahd is going to fix all of our problems. I don't know this man. He claims to be my brother. I have no memory of this, but regardless, I'm not going to have this man's life on my hands.
And could Isa get some insight on like whether or not she's concerned just about like the situation, or if she's actually like concerned about Izek's well-being?
Yeah, roll insight.
Mm.
Yeah, you just kind of get the feeling that it's more than likely just like what she's saying, that she's just kind of upset about the like the situation just in its entirety.
Well, truth be told, if it were up to me, with all the suffering and death all around us because of that man, I'd sooner rip out his throat if I had the chance. So I can't blame him entirely.
Would you run headfirst into danger knowing that you could possibly die for someone that you barely know? Someone who claims to be a loved one?
I think I could do that for anyone. For anyone who I believe is well worth the saving.
You're a lot kinder than I am. I can't think about giving up my own life to save someone that I barely know.
Everyone lives and dies for something. It's the lucky ones that get to choose both.
She nods and just kind of looks back out the window. Doesn't really say anything after that. The rest of you, you're all downstairs and kind of talking amongst yourselves. And you hear Victor again. Hello? Are you guys are you guys here? Oh god, please don't tell me they left. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're right over here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also,
There's
can I smell the blood?
Can you what?
Can I smell the blood?
Oh yeah, yeah. You could definitely smell it.
That's about as much of that blood you getting as the smell.
Isa, buddy, pal, make a wisdom. No.
Bitch, I wish you would.
You guys hear Victor kind of just being a little antsy, like, "Oh, okay. Thank the gods. William, there's a man here. Say he says he's looking for a what's his name? Isa. He says he's looking for Isa. He said you guys helped him with his problem in Barovia.
Well, Isa's currently indisposed at the moment.
Oh shit, is it Father Pork?
I could speak with him though.
Uh,
Where's he at? Did he come with you?
He's at the tavern.
All right. When Isa's done, we'll head down that way.
Okay. Good. I gotta go. I'm still looking for my mom. She's not at the tavern. So if you see her, just let her know I'm looking for her, please.
Wait, you still have not seen your mother?
No, I don't know.
Hold on. You're like a magic-y whiz kid, right? That's your entire thing. You do magic.
I'm practicing. Yes.
Don't you have that like mindfuck spell which makes other people hear things that you make them hear with the words?
Message?
Yeah. Why don't you just use that?
Oh, I tried. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work how? No response, or
No response. Do you think something could be wrong with her?
I don't know. I mean, there are spells that help you find things. I can locate plants and animals around me by tuning to the manner, but I don't know if that works on people, you know?
Oh, I don't.
You could sniff her out.
Okay, right, the next person who makes a sniff or a dog joke is getting stabbed. I'm putting that on the docket right now. I don't care if they know anything about it prior. The next time someone says something like that, I'm going to stab them out of the blue, and I don't really care if you try and stop me.
Wilhelm's like snickering over in the corner. uh,
That being said, if you have something that belongs to her, maybe I can try and track her. You know, I am a hunter. I'm good at tracking things.
okay, Wilhelm's just straight up dying at this moment. He's cackling. JR cackling. he's he's just gonna get up and walk out of the house to be away from him so he doesn't make him mad.
Thankful.
But yeah, he nods and just kind of looks around real quick. Runs into the room where Love and Lux are sitting, and he goes to grab a scarf that Lux is sitting on, and Lux starts to growl at him, and he lets out like a terrified little yelp, and I never mind, and he runs upstairs. It takes a couple minutes, but he comes back down and he has like one of his mother's petticoats. This you
You know, out of every article of clothing you could have grabbed, I'm really glad it was this one. It'll do fine. Pass it over.
okay, and he hands it over.
Yeah, Klaus will just begin like looking at it, sniffing it, looking at what it's made of, that kind of shit. Trying to get a sense of, you know, any perfume she might wear, any fragrances, like natural or otherwise, in terms of like maybe she does flowers and it smells of flowers or something like that.
You're smelling it, and it doesn't smell flowery at all. For a woman, you would assume that, you know, she might want to smell good, especially living in a house like this, but it doesn't have a smell. Like, it just seems to be absent of smell.
Yeah. Um. Sorry, kid. I guess we're just gonna have to look normally. This isn't gonna work.
Oh, okay. I'll I guess I'll start by the church.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he
I mean, if we find anything, of course we'll let you know.
yeah, thank you.
Don't die, because that would make things really awkward.
I'll try not to. And he kind of like takes a couple steps back and then turns and runs out the building. Wilhelm, you see Victor running out as you would have overheard part of the conversation, even over your own cackling.
Hey, don't run off. I mean, before you go anywhere, is there anywhere else you would like us to check while you're out checking?
Velagi's not that big, honestly. You could try anywhere. Um, if you don't find her here, I'd I really don't want to. It's kind of dangerous, but maybe you can try Lake Zarovich. I really don't know why my mother would go there, but she liked to go there before you know things got bad and people started dying. But yeah, you should. Last place you should check would be Lake Zarovich.
How far away is it from the town?
It's not that far.
So we're in full agreement that that's the first place we should look, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, you really shouldn't. I look just that's honestly the last place I would ask you to look. My mother is afraid of leaving the town.
Hmm.
Seemed to be the case for that, right?
And
Well,
he just kind of like nods to you, Wilhelm, and takes off running again. As he's running off, not too far from where you're standing at, Wilhelm, I need you to make me a. Oh, hold on, wait, no. Your passive. Okay, never mind. Your passive perception. You actually pick up a very, very faint piece of conversation, not from within the house, but out in the street itself. And you hear a voice that sounds kind of familiar, and not from anybody in the town.
ooh. Um. Yeah, he's inquisitive. I'm gonna head in that direction,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to actively listen in. What?
Okay. Roll
I be creeping in your
me.
bushes,
That's pretty much what you're doing.
looking in your
So you're
windows.
kind of just like casually strolling through the street, following the sound of the voice, and you are getting closer to the tavern. You can feel that prickling on your skin.
Hmm. Whose voice is this?
Roll history check.
Okay, because it's gonna take a lot for me to go in there.
Oh boy.
Oh, did it export it, or is it doing
Uh,
that thing again?
nope, it's lagging. So when it hits, it's gonna roll like 3 or 4 times.
Okay, well I got a 12.
Oh boy.
Um, yeah, you're not entirely sure. It is very familiar though.
Is it masculine or feminine?
It's masculine.
Okay, okay. Not the person I'm looking for, so I can leave this hellish place. So I'm gonna just chill here until maybe they walk up out of the thing, or until everyone else tells Isa to head this way. Because I'm not going in that building.
All right, and the rest of you, aside from Isa, what are you doing?
Mm. Did Wilhelm mentally reach out and say that he was going to the tavern, or did he just kind of walk off?
He walked off.
Okay.
Rude.
I will reach out and tell you that I headed over towards the tavern because I heard a familiar voice, but and I'll ask you if you could bring one of the others so that they could go check it out. Someone
Preferably like Noman or Klaus. Preferably.
someone a little less undead maybe.
Arthur's gonna look at the other two. Well, seems Wilhelm kind of went to the tavern. Um, He's gonna eyeball Noman. He says he needs somebody to possibly go into the tavern and speak to
Damn
somebody.
that man. He sleeps for a whole day, and then he fucks off to the tavern without me.
And
I
says
mean,
nothing. How rude.
yes. Huh, I don't believe we've had breakfast yet, so.
If you two want a head start, I'm just gonna go upstairs, tell Isa which way we're heading, and then I'll follow you shortly.
All right. So yeah, Noman will head that direction.
Yeah, Klaus will follow.
All right, so Klaus and Noman, the two of you make your way down the street. You see Wilhelm standing just outside of, basically still in the street, in front of the Blue Water Inn. It's at this point that the door opens and you see a very portly man walking out. He's kind of balding. His vestments look a little dingy. Well, you know what? I don't need your stinking ale anyways. Bastards. And he kind of stumbles his way out and sees all of you. Oh, my friends, my friends. You all recognize this as Donovich.
Oh boy.
What is he doing here?
I've
Ah,
never met this
Mr.
man in my
Donovich,
life.
how have you been? Wilhelm is not approaching any closer. Just waving at him, pretending to talk to his friends.
Oh, I've been great. Fantastic. Never better.
Donny, my buddy,
Sounds
you
it.
sound like shit, and you sound like you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
I wish I was.
He was last night.
I can fix that. And he reaches into his robes and pulls out a bottle of wine.
I think you just found your new best friend.
I have come to pledge myself. And as he's saying this, he's kind of like waving the bottle around. You see wine kind of just splashing everywhere. I've come to pledge myself to your cause. You killed my son. He is now buried in the ground. Dust, ashes, dust. And he takes a very, very long drink. I want to kill vampires.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm just gonna look over at Klaus like, you motherfucker.
A bit of spirit and gusto.
I can understand your ire, but don't you think it would be best if it was directed towards the root of the problem? Not just vampires in general.
It was a vampire
You're right.
who made Doru into dust. And I shall
You're right.
make all
We have
vampires
to
dust.
Strike the problem at this cause. Blood is an issue, and it must be replaced.
With wine.
Exactly.
don't think that's how that works.
I'm going to leave you two to it. By any chance, did you ever see the woman I was looking for?
What women? I've been seeing lots of women.
I bet you have, you sly dog.
The redheaded woman, Nikita.
Looks very like Irina.
Hi, Sharona.
I've seen no redheaded woman. Today. I saw one yesterday.
You did?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
She was on her way to. Where? Damn it! Where was it? I don't remember. I can't for the
Would
life of me remember.
Would you be offended if we tried to help you? Remember?
I don't know what you can do to help me remember, but by all means, please.
Nominal cast detect thoughts, sorcery points.
All right. So you cast detect thoughts, and
The blah blah.
you hear a lot of chatter in his head. It's mostly just him kind of crying. You hear, Doru, I'm sorry. I should have been a better father. Barovia's gonna burn. Damn all vampires. You hear a couple very salacious thoughts as his eyes are kind of wandering and looking at the people walking in the street. You gonna probe further?
Yes. And I'll try to coach him. Say, if you could try to think of the red hair and anything else that you can remember.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And he kind of pauses, and you all see that he's trying to concentrate, but he looks constipated. It's that strange look on his face. And he's, she was going towards the place out there with the.
Oh, boy.
Where was it? Krezik. And you see in his mind a redheaded woman riding past on a horse, and you can see it's a very, very brief image of her. She looks scared, and you're not entirely certain, but it kind of looks like Nikita.
Similar build and tone of the hair and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Nominal look over at Wilhelm and say, he might have seen her. Seems possible that it was her. From what I can make out of his lovely
Where
mind.
was she headed?
Krizik, I believe. She was on horseback.
Where is that from here?
It's mm, that way. And he's pointing, but his whole body starts to spin, so he's just pointing in a circle.
Um,
Don't
can
we
I
have a map?
attempt to stabilize him so we can tell which direction he's actually trying to point?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd
Bet
like
him
to
even
do
more.
that, and I'll take out a compass from my pocket and kind of like look at the direction the compass is pointing, and then the direction he's pointing. Because the compass only ever points north.
Yeah, so you are looking at the compass and the direction that he is pointing. It will take you back to the map real quick. And you see him pointing in that direction.
Oh. Hmm. That would be the opposite direction of that lake. If we do have to look there.
It's well, it's pretty much directly to the west of here, a little bit northwest. It shouldn't be an issue.
Well, in the meantime, I mean, so basically the opposite direction from where we came in.
No, we came in
Mhm.
from the south.
Hmm. I guess we could try to help Victor find find his mother, and then
Yeah, but do we need to?
yes, that's true. I don't really see the importance of it.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is I tried to be nice yesterday, and I learned my lesson because the person I was trying to be nice to turned out to be a bitch. There is no point in trying to help any of these people because as soon as we're gone, it doesn't matter anymore, okay?
I don't entirely disagree.
Like, we don't need to care about what happens in Vallaki because as soon as we fucking leave Vallaki, that's not our problem anymore. As soon as we leave Barovia, this place can crumble and burn and we will have zero consequences.
You know what? I actually find that a very refreshing perspective. I guess in that case, we should round up everybody and see if they would be willing to go with the rest of us to Kresik.
Just don't mention to Isa that Lygia's missing, and it'll be fine. I've told you from as soon as the first time I met you, I told you I don't give a fuck about finding Nikita. I care about getting the fuck out of Barovia because of this place. It sucks.
Well, once I find Nikita, I will do everything in my power to get us out of here. But until
Exactly.
then, that's all I'm focused on.
Isa,
Yep.
can you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes, I can. 25. A hook?
That's a number.
As you are assisting Irina, you you're hearing the noises of the people wandering, in the house, the workers and whatnot. You know that the others have left at this point. But you're hearing another sound. It kind of sounds like somebody's in the house, but they're kind of creeping.
Um,
Listen, Kitty,
What?
If that's earnest, you know what you have to do. Okay.
Oh my. Um. Isa looks to Irina. Um. Just a moment. I'll be back in a second. And he'll go out to try to track down that creeping noise, because that's kind of strange, especially in the when it's like early day.
Roll me investigation, please.
22.
You are following this sound, and it seems like it's downstairs. So, be the first place you would check. The more you continue to look, you can't see anything, but you hear it. And now you hear the creaking of the steps.
Yeah, and he'll look out towards the steps, kind of stealthily to see like who's creeping around.
You don't see anything.
I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
As soon as you cast the invisibility, you see what appears to be a young man. He's wearing brightly colored clothes. His skin is lightly tanned.
Do I recognize this person?
No.
Isa's going to cast Hold Person.
All right. That is a what save? Wisdom.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's a fail.
So yeah, you cast it and the person stops moving.
Are they still technically invisible?
Yes.
Okay. And my See Invisibility, luckily, is not concentration. So Isa's going to walk right up to him and like kind of look him over, and I'm sure like his eyes can like still move.
Yeah.
Um, Keeping the whole person, Isa's going to uh drag him to the study, as long as nobody's in there.
All right. Can you roll me strength, please?
I think I can. Hey.
Oh,
Well
there it
then.
is.
All right. So you manage to drag him along into the study. And yeah, he's just there, just kind of frozen, his eyes looking around.
And he's going to drop the whole person. Why are you creeping around in the burgomaster's house? Who are you?
What burgomaster? The burgomaster's dead.
Why are you creeping around?
What's it matter to you?
Seeing as how me and my companions are staying here for the time being, it matters very much. Now, if you want to keep that tongue in your mouth, you're going to answer my questions.
think I need to answer anything, Isa.
How you know my name?
Doesn't matter now, does it? You're gonna cut my tongue out either way.
Dominate person.
It's time for Swanee to roll the company clutch.
Yeah.
I say no, because this is still a wisdom save.
Buddy
And
here ain't too wise.
it's not.
Nope.
Oh,
Close.
so
Close.
close.
Doesn't save though.
Oh man.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
All I needed was a bit more wisdom.
So you cast Dominate Person, and you see him kind of relax.
First, you are to answer my questions truthfully. Is that understood?
Yes.
And second, drop your invisibility.
And you see him reach for a ring on his finger, and he pulls the ring off.
Hand me the ring.
And he places the ring in your hand.
And I will put that shit on and identify it later. Now, why are you creeping around invisible inside of this house?
I'm just looking for things to steal.
Who do you work for?
I don't work for anybody.
You're too well equipped with a ring that can make you invisible to not have some sort of patron creeping around in the burgomaster's house. How do you know my name?
You mentioned it in the tavern.
Were you spying on my companions and I?
No.
Hmm. What is your name?
Alexi.
Do you have affiliation to a Lord Strahd?
No.
Do you have an affiliation to Lady Watcher?
No.
Do you have affiliation to Danica?
Who is Danica?
Have you seen the late burgomaster's wife, Lydia?
Yes.
Where is she?
Lady Watchers.
Why did she go to Lady Watchers?
I don't know.
Did she go there of her own accord?
I believe so.
Do you know of anyone's involvement in the attack of the vampires?
No.
So you are a simple thief.
Yes.
And he's going to take out shit. He's not gonna take out shit because he's all out of cash. You are to leave this estate and not step foot on it.
For how long?
And lastly, where did you retrieve this ring?
I stole it.
I think she was about to say for how long, and then it broke up.
Oh, I didn't even hear her say anything.
Yeah,
Did,
yeah. He had asked
oh,
for
did
how
he say
long.
never step foot on this estate? And who did you steal this ring from?
An adventurer who died.
Hmm. Speaking of an adventurer, have you seen a young woman with red hair traveling alone?
Yes.
Where did you last see her?
Heading towards Kresik.
Good. Now leave and never return.
Understood. And you
And
see him walking off.
yeah, Iz is gonna walk him out to make sure he actually like leaves the house.
Yep, you lead him out, and he gets out of the house and he walks down the street.
And now he's going to go back up to Irina. How's she doing with the bloodletting?
She seems a lot better now.
Um, feeling much better, I see.
Yeah, I suppose so. What was that all about?
Miscreant trying to cash in on the late burgomaster's death,
Mm,
steal some valuables.
I don't blame him. He has a lot of nice things.
The young man with colorful clothing and tan skin.
Vistani?
Not sure. Possibly.
It's the only people here who fit that description.
Well, hopefully after our little encounter, he'll know better. Anyways, are you okay to move on your own for a bit, or do you feel you need a bit more rest?
I should be fine. Thank you.
Of course. Um, I will have to reconvene with my companions at the tavern. Should you need me, that's where I'll be.
Thank you.
And he'll go ahead and head out and head towards the tavern.
All right. Those at the tavern, speaking with Donovich. I need you all to roll me perception, please.
Perception.
Okay.
Hopefully it shows up this time.
Okay.
That's a figure.
Yes.
Did it show up?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Can I take my passive over that?
hey.
No.
Sad.
Mhm.
Bad.
Same.
Sad, it's
I see nothing.
All of you actually hear
Oh,
somebody walking past you. Fucking asshole trying to fucking charm me. The hell does he think he is? And you just hear him walking or see him walking into the tavern. And at this point, you would see Isa making his way up.
Sorry for the delay.
Man,
And,
that guy that
and
just passed had a bad day.
does Isa see the person that just passed?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess the best place to solve it is a tavern. A little bit of alcohol.
Yeah, so apparently Nikita may have been spotted.
In
Heading to a
Kresik,
place.
yes.
Huh?
In Kresik.
How do you know?
A bit of information seeking.
Huh. That's pretty
And not only,
impressive, actually.
and not only that, I know where Lydia is.
Oh, is
She's
Hmm?
she at the lake?
No, she's at Lady Watcher's house.
That's not good.
It's not
Oh,
good at all. So I am very. It's very imperative that we probably go there now before something bad actually happens.
Damn, that just sounded like it became a whole lot of not my problem.
Then you stay here, and we'll make it our problem, or I'll make it my problem if nobody else is going to.
Listen, you
no,
can do
I'm.
whatever you want, but I
I'm
don't
gonna.
want to go there and fuck with Lady Watcher again. Not after what happened last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at Klaus and be like, I kind of think your plan went out the window when he found out. Uh,
I think our intentions are very well known by Strahd at this point.
yeah, I believe so too. But as I said, nobles get bored. Usually they play along with these games until you're obvious with it. Um, I guess we need to head over to Lady Watchers then.
Probably would be best.
Gonna help out Isa.
Easier and closer than the lake.
Yes, that's true. That's true. We could still depart by this evening. Famous last words.
You, um, I'm sorry, all of you. This is Donovich speaking.
Yeah.
I'm just a little. Who did you meet last night?
And who's that speaking?
Donovich.
Donovan?
Apparently they met a Lady Watcher last night. Um, and also Count Strahd.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Donovich. Uh, interesting seeing you here.
Yes, he wants to join the cause.
I don't know if I want to anymore.
Oh?
But you seem so brave.
I'm drunk. I'm a drunk.
Ah,
Perhaps the energy you take getting drunk could be used better elsewhere. In fact, I hear the church needs help in rebuilding.
yeah.
And they also need a new priest.
Oh, good luck with that.
I think this man's given up on his faith.
Well, to what you do with your life now, after recent events, that's perfectly up to you.
I have pledged it to all of you.
Oh, well, in that case, you can go with us to Lady Watchers.
How about I just hold the fort here?
By all means.
Good idea.
You know what? That's a good idea.
Protect the
It-
masses.
Yes, and protect the wine. You must
Yeah,
protect the wine.
you can stay here with me. I don't want to go back to Lady Watcher's house after I carved up her carpet and threatened to stab her servant multiple times. Because last time I did that, Strahd came and I nearly threw up on him, and I don't want to be doing that again.
No, you don't. You don't. Come, my friend. And he kind of pats you on the back as he's handing you the bottle of wine.
You know, the details you gave me, and this is me turning to the rest of the group. The details you gave me from last night, you may have missed a couple things.
I said it was very entertaining to see him drunk. He not only had alcohol, had some kind of potion, and proceeded to have what could be akin to a mental breakdown. It was quite entertaining.
I think he might have some sort of addiction to narcotics or whatever was in that potion. I can't give a full medical analysis without examination, and I have a feeling that I really don't want to go through the trouble of examining him.
Are you saying that some patients are just incurable?
No, but I believe that the hardy and foolish have a tendency to stay hardy and foolish.
Yes, I've seen others with that tendency. But
Yeah.
Lady Watchers, you say? I think we should go ahead and head that way.
And DM, would Love and Lux been at the Burgomaster's house or here at the tavern? Like, stayed the night?
I think you're muted.
No. I had a child telling me her numbers.
Bro, that's fucking dope. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like, holy shit.
Exactly.
And she goes up. She goes up into the teens at this point, man.
Bro, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
Man,
Before you
Um,
know it, we will be teens.
I wish I had a kid. I'm lying.
So you're all heading over to Lady Watchers?
Yes, -1.
Okay. So those of you that are heading to Lady Watchers, you make your way down the street and you can see that the closer you get to the back end of town, you see that there are more people here in comparison to the front end of town. It's kind of easy to deduce that the people who live closer to the church took refuge in the church faster and were probably some of the people who died in comparison to the people who live further back and couldn't reach the church in time. So eventually you find your way back at Lady Watcher's doorstep. You see Ernest outside shooing away some birds and kicking at some scarecrows that had fallen over. He doesn't seem to have noticed you all yet.
Klaus is going to be disappointed. He was right here.
Who's that? Do I remember Ernest?
Yeah, you were with them when you
Creeper.
saw Ernest.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
Ernest, the
pervert.
creeper that Klaus threatened with a knife.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot about
Several
that.
times. Yeah, several times. I don't know how many times.
Many. um, in that case, Ernest, my friend, how's your day going?
And you call out to him and you see him turn his head and look at all of you and kind of gasp. And then he starts to run inside the building.
Of course he does.
Slams the door shut.
Little bitch.
Lady
Probably
Watchers
advising.
at Lady Watcher's house, or
Yes, in Lady Watcher's
Mhm.
home.
oh, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, well then I'm just gonna go up to the door and knock on it.
All right, so you knock on the door and you hear a very shaky, who's there?
Just a friend. We're here to see Lady Watcher at her invitation. Uh-oh. I think more counting is
What?
going
What are you talking about?
Yes, I'm supposed to meet with Lady Watcher. I'm here to apologize. Wasn't able to make our dinner reservation last evening.
I will pass the message along. Please leave.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would the invitation
The invitation
be
needs to be
good?
given to you directly.
Oh, so it being on the paper is not good enough?
No, has to be. It's an invitation to a dinner. You were not invited into her home.
Oh, I was gonna play games with the wording. Um,
Wait, I have a question. Does
Mm-hmm.
he need to be invited in by the homeowner?
He has been given allowance to allow people because
Mhm.
Oh,
he's her property.
Right.
basically, people who are rightful guests of the home can usually still invite you in.
okay, but we have to be rightful guests. Okay.
Yeah, you can't be someone who like snuck in and then you say, "Oh, now I'm gonna invite my friends inside."
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, because I got knocked. I was gonna bust in that shit like SWAT.
Um, no, no, no. I'd much rather tell her in person. It would be quite rude not to do so.
No. I think it would be best if you all leave. Please. Thank you.
Please, thank you. My God.
And we can't see him at all
Yeah,
through
no.
the or anything.
He has a door shut.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Did they just have? Do I have to? I have to be able to see them.
For what?
Yeah, I have to be able to see them. I was gonna say for my ability.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Well,
how long would it take to attune to a magic item?
Long rest.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. And I can't do anything with the ring without attuning to it, can I?
I'm just gonna shrug and be like, well, I guess that's that then.
What do you mean that's that?
Um, they're not going to invite us in, so
They're being very rude.
are you gonna bust this person's door down just so you could get in without invitation? How rude of you, Isa. I would have thought better of you.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Wilhelm. And he's going to try to dig in his bag. Um, hmm. You know what? Should I cast knock? Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna try to cast sending, directly to Lydia, and see if I get a response back.
Roll D100.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, so where the fuck is she? Alright,
She glitched. She done fell through the map.
fucking Skyrim physics. 55.
You are reaching out, and it's just as bad as it had been any other time you tried to use it. What are you saying?
Um, Isa and company outside of Lady Watcher's home. We know you came here. Where are you? And he'll repeat that however many times until the word count runs out.
Um, and it takes a while. You hear a very faint "help me."
How many windows are in the front?
There are 2 windows in the front.
Okay.
Oh,
Got
never
it.
mind that.
And then, yeah, there's 2 windows in the front where you guys are at. You should be able to see it on the map. And then on the side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 windows on the side.
Okay. Were you able to get through to her?
He's calling out for help.
I can try to get in. See if it's a way it might work.
If you could just get through the door, I could get an invitation inside.
If that works. Okay. Let's see. Noman will move over this way. Can I get a good enough sight into the dining room
Yes.
through the window? All right. Then let's see. Misty Step says that I can go teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see. So that should allow me through, unless there's anything else weird.
I should allow you through, yes.
So he's going to try to Misty Step into the home. And yoink.
Yeah, so you cast Misty Step on yourself, and you are able to make your way inside.
Foomp. Do I see anybody?
You do not.
That much is okay.
Arthur's is gonna go stand by the door just in case.
Yee.
Yeah,
I will.
I need you to get a hold of Ernest.
I will stealthily make it to the door, just in case there's anybody that is around, and see if I can unlock and open it.
You make your way around, and as you head around the corner, you see Ernest standing there with his back against the door, holding a crossbow.
Oh, so he's like right here?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'd be right there.
Does a 20 hit?
Let me check the math.
The math.
That would be a yes.
All right.
Let me just crunch some numbers on that real quick.
Carry the 9. Multiple
Ooh.
4. Yeah, it fucking hits.
Yeah.
As soon as you come around the corner and you see him, you go, ah. And he goes, and pulls the trigger.
Ooh.
That was
No,
not
Ben,
nice.
are you all right?
Fine. Oh, no, actually, you wouldn't be yelling that out.
And you hear Ernest just, Lady Watcher, they've entered the home.
Let's see. I am going to. I'm such the physical weakling for this task. I don't want to kill him outright.
Do you have knock?
No.
Damn.
Let's see
I
here.
mean, you could knock from the outside.
I can.
Could, but I
yeah.
also am trying to save as many spell slots because I have a habit of using them a lot for RP situations.
Oh.
I'll try to go easy on him for right the second and cast Sapping Sting. See if that's. Ooh.
Hilarious if she's like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
How am I gonna get my invitation now,
If
Novid?
it changes anything, the intent is not to kill him.
Well, if we
But
take the entire
intention
roof off,
isn't
it's
always the
technically not
result. Yeah.
If you feel like you want another body there, just cast Ascending and I'll come.
Yep.
But he's sending it out.
Yeah, he said he didn't want anything to do with it.
Noman, do you need any assistance?
Got it. See,
The baby didn't
shivers.
even believe you.
That's
That
so
was
well done.
perfect timing.
Even the baby
Does-
doesn't believe you. God dang.
Damn.
He's got to make a DC 17 con save.
So amazing.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah,
It's a pretty dope
It's a-
cantrip.
it's a glorious one. I mean, barely any damage, but
Knocking someone prone is. Ooh.
that's what I
Holy
did.
smokes.
Ooh, wow. So he going
Noman.
down
Noman,
Happy birthday
He
to
finally
the
failed.
round.
you finally failed a con save.
on a cantrip. No, the vampire got knocked prone too. That's
Oh, that is true.
that was yeah
Man,
the
you're-
start of his terrible day.
Man, you're on
night.
a hot streak.
I know.
Looking up.
So as
you do that, and all of you hear this very feminine yelp. And then, Noman, you watch as he just kind of dramatically faints on the floor. Basically,
I might have killed him.
you can hear from upstairs. Oh, damn it, Ernest, what did you do now? And you can hear footsteps.
Can I
We
try
Go ahead.
to alter self to pretend to be Ernest
Oh lord.
and use his voice to say, "Never mind, they went away."
Yes, you can. So you use alter self, modify yourself to look like Ernest. Are you moving his body perchance, or
Is there a whole lot of room? Yeah, that was gonna be my next question.
yeah, there is
What's the
there is a
situation?
lot of room. You can move him either into this kitchen area or into the eating area,
E-
or into the closet.
Oh yeah, if there's a closet, then that's gonna be easier.
All right, roll me strength, please.
Oh hell.
Please. Please.
Oh no.
Please.
Arthos is just on the
With
other side
my-
of the door, man.
What?
Brilliant strength.
Oh my god. You fucking failure.
Bruh. Bruh.
I was
It's a
just thinking,
foster home
please
for
don't get a one.
failures.
Emotional damage.
I fall prone. I fall prone trying to lift him up.
Yeah, you are basically trying to move Ernest, and the injury that you just sustained kind of weakens you, and so you're not even getting him to move. Like, you're struggling, you're pushing, and he's just kind of like dead fishing right now.
This
Like,
is
he's
this is-
refusing to move.
this is what I get for rolling that nat 20 that one time.
This is true.
Foster home for failures.
And you hear, like, at the top of the stairs, but you don't see them. You do hear Fiona. Like, Ernest, what's wrong? Have they gone yet?
Yes. He just tries to stand as like at the bottom, try to stand at the bottom of the stairs as inconspicuous as possible.
Trying to kick the body around the corner.
Yeah. Make myself look big.
Very well. I will be downstairs. Don't let anybody in. Unless,
Very
of course,
well.
it's Lord Strahd.
Of course,
And
ma'am.
you hear the footsteps fading away.
Well, Strahd can come inside anytime.
Giggity.
Not gonna lie, Noman's heart's probably beating as much as mine is right now.
I thought you were about to have to fight her alone. We're all on
Not
the other
worried
side of
about
the door,
that.
just like, he's got this, guys. He's got this.
Oh, he don't got this.
As far
You
as I
don't
know,
got this?
Arthos's invitation hasn't been rescinded, so he can get in. He's just trying not to rip the door off its hinges, let Noman do his thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Oh god.
everybody's invitation has been rescinded because she did tell you all to leave the
Mhm.
house and not come back.
But
That is true.
that only goes for the full vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Isa's going to walk in as long as Noman unlocks the door.
Screw it. I'm gonna cast telekinesis and move his ass.
When all else fails.
waste sorcery points on his ass.
You should have started with that, bro.
You know,
Right?
it's a 5th level spell.
So
It's a
while
lot of
all of
points.
this is going down, back at the tavern,
Oh my god.
Klaus and Donovich. Donovich is weeping at this point. Klaus, he has his arms on the table, his face on his arm. He's crying and just like, my poor Doru, he's dead. Oh, the bastard killed him.
And, he was already dead. It's
Ugh.
fine.
I don't think you're
Your
helping.
son was dead the moment that bastard turned him into a vampire.
We could have saved him. I could have saved him.
Uh-huh.
How? Is there a cure for vampirism?
I don't know. Probably. There has to be. There must be. It's a disease, isn't it?
I have no idea. From my understanding, it was a form of necromancy, but it might be a disease.
Well. And he has this crazy look in his eyes now as he kind of sits upright, wiping his eyes. How about we find a vampire and we experiment on it, see what works and what doesn't? I couldn't do it to my son, you know, it's my child, but I'm perfectly fine with torturing somebody else.
How many vampires do I know?
I don't know. How many vampires do you know? Why do you know vampires?
Well, you see, where I come from, they're fucking everywhere.
That sounds
Like, there was a
terrible.
whole thing, there was a wedding between a vampire and another vampire, and a bunch of us went in and said, fuck you, we're coming here uninvited, and now we're gonna start a problem.
Oh.
And that was fairly recent, and, you know, it's a whole thing. Here, 5 maybe 6. I think I know 6.
Okay. That sounds like a lot of stuff. And he's trying to rack his brain, trying to figure out how to capture a vampire. And Klaus, with your passive perception, You can hear somebody kind of clearing your throat as if they're trying to get your attention.
Yeah, he'll give it a short glance.
You look over and you see a couple tables away. You do see Rictavia.
Listen, Donovich, I'm gonna go and speak to somebody else for like a minute. I'll come back, promise.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay.
Um,
Other people have promised and then they left because they said I cry too much.
mhm. He's gonna get up and walk to Octavio.
Alright, so as soon as you walk over to Rictavio, he kicks out a chair for you to sit. And he places a flask in front of you. You can smell the booze in there it's strong. It's pungent. It almost burns the hair out of your nostrils. Better than whatever they're serving here. I can assure you of that. I happen to overhear that you were looking for vampires or perhaps a cure.
Listen, I really don't care, but Donovich over there seems pretty invested in it, and I think I know one or two people who might be too, you know.
Perhaps, yes, but
I mean, shit, you've seen the company I keep. Do you think
I do.
maybe they might be interested in that shit? I don't know.
Perhaps. Hmm. How about we just save them for last? You could perhaps lead Donovich over towards the Mad Mage. He nobody's really seen him, but we do know he kind of wanders around. He likes to go to Lake Zarovich and shoot lightning bolts at the fish there.
I guess that's why they call him the Mad Mage, right?
Something like that, yes. I'm not entirely certain of the history here in Barovia. I don't really care much for it.
Wait a second. Wasn't there like an old folktale that an extremely powerful wizard fought Strahd and then fell down a mountain?
Is there? That sounds terrible.
I'm pretty sure I heard one of the fucking wandering people. I don't remember their names for the life of me.
The Valaki.
Yes. I thought this was Valaki.
Or the Vistani. Apologies, Vistani.
I think you've been having a bit too much there, Octavio.
I've been drinking since I arrived in Barovia.
Same. But yeah, no, I think I remember one of the Vistani talking about an old tale of where Strahd came from, and so it was said that he fought a wizard, and the wizard lost, and then tumbled down a hill into a river. And if there's a mad wizard wandering around Lake Zarovich firing lightning bolts, that might be a connection. Tell me, what do you know about this cup? I'm gonna put the Order of the Silver Dragon chalice in front of Octavio.
You put the mug in front of him and he looks at it, kind of pokes at it with his finger and just, that looks like a chalice from Argenvosholt.
Hagenvasselt. I've not heard of that name. All I've heard about them. I've asked a few people about this chalice. All they've told me is it belongs to a group of paladins named the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Yes, they're actually not too far off from here, I believe, to the west.
Near Kresig.
I suppose so. Are you going to Kresik?
I think we're being dragged there, yeah.
Well, he kind of looks you up and down. I think you'll be fine. The others, perhaps not so much.
We'll deal with that when we get there.
You should be a little careful on your way over there. There's, people of a particular... Wow, hi. There's people of a particular lineage, and he kind of gestures towards you. They're having a battle. It's been going on for a while, but just be careful.
You don't happen to have a spare map of Barovia, do you?
Yes, I do. I have plenty of them, actually.
How much for you to give me one and mark that the location of that place, wherever the chalice came from? That's something I might want to take a look at.
No cost at all. And he reaches into his bag and pulls out a map, unrolls it, and marks down where Argynvostholt is. And he kind of taps it and just... It's around this particular area. I'm just going to be honest, you probably shouldn't waste your time there. There's really nothing there anymore. Dust. Memories.
Picked clean?
Yes,
Being there yourself?
I have.
Might not be worth wasting my time on then.
No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, there are revenants there, but as long as you don't bother them, they don't bother you.
Could be handy. Bring back the chalice, sign a good faith. Here's a cut back. You owe us a favor, get some revenants.
I suppose so.
Undead always like when you give back their shit.
They're not really...
No, I'm not too sure about that actually. Ghosts occasionally.
When
Not too sure about revenants.
when I've crossed paths with them, they weren't very welcoming of anybody. Honestly, didn't honestly matter why we were there. Last time I was there, they attacked me for stopping to take a piss.
Yeah, maybe give that place a miss. Like Zarovich does sound like a plan. When does that wizard usually show himself?
Random times. Last we saw him was near 2 weeks ago in the morning.
I suppose we could try and get lucky. Met the big man last night. He's finally gonna reach over and take a sip of the alcohol.
Okay, roll me a Constitution save, please.
Here we go.
Oh,
Solid.
my chat just disappeared entirely. Let me refresh.
Oh, Okay. Yeah, it's a 19. So you take a sip, and it's almost like pure ethanol. It burns, and not in a good way. When you drink, he takes the flask and he drinks out of it as well, and sets it down between the two of you. You said you met the big man. I'm going to assume you met Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm not surprised, but with that man, you never know.
A little word of advice. Lady Watcher, she's deep into Strahd's bullshit.
Oh, we all knew that.
No, I mean deep into Strahd's bullshit. Every single corner of her home is covered in Strahd's crests. Invisible, of course, but she wears it on a person, her servants do, her sons do. Um, she was planning on taking over Valaki and forcibly converting it to Strahd's dominion. So that's probably not a good idea. Well, good thing. And as far as I'm aware, I think she's taken the Burgomaster's wife hostage.
Is that so?
Yeah, yep. The others are dealing with it now.
Well,
Personally, I didn't want to get involved.
I completely agree with you. I wouldn't want to be involved as well. And he kind of turns and, like, he's looking around the room. He makes eye contact with Erwin, and you just see Erwin kind of nodding. And then he disappears behind a curtain. It takes about a minute or so, and you see Erwin and Danica walking out of the tavern. You see them heading off in the direction towards Lady Watcher's home.
Not gonna be. No. Never mind. I was gonna say, is that something I should be worried about? But.
I'm quite certain that Danica and Erwin can handle it. But, here, enjoy. Let's drink to minding our own business.
It's minding our own business. At least for now.
For now, of course.
Yeah, he'll take another drink. Oh. Should I introduce you to, the sad crying ex-priest over there?
Please don't. I deal with enough children. I can't deal with him.
He's had a rough life. One of Strahd's old buddies turned his son into a vampire and we had to kill him. I think he's been depressed ever since. Now
Rightly
he's sort of
so.
giving it all. Yeah. Now he's giving it all the I want to hunt all the vampires, I want to turn them all into dust. He's gonna end up dead within a week, but you know, if I can help him in his little crusade, that'll be really fun to see how far he gets. Maybe he's the savior Barovia's been waiting for.
if he were to lose a couple pounds, perhaps.
I mean, that's why I intend to go and bring him to the mage. Maybe something could. Oh, I just had an idea. Burgomaster's, the son's a bit of a magic hand, isn't he?
He likes to dabble in magic, yes?
Who better to teach him magic than a weird, insane wizard who casts lightning at a lake?
Teach Victor magic.
Yeah, why not?
Then we'd have 2 mad mages running around.
That's true.
Yes. I think you should do it.
Then it's a plan. I'll try and persuade my little traveling group that going to Lake Zarovich is a good idea. We'll bring Victor, we'll bring Donovich. See if we can find that wizard. And then we can head off to Kresig.
And he nods in agreement, takes another drink, and hands it back to you. You 2 of you can just hear Donovich sobbing loudly as he's kind of looking over at the 2 of you like a sad dog, just waiting for attention.
You know anything about a cure for vampirism?
If I had known that, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, sounds like a fool's errand to me too, but Donovich is convinced. I suppose if it's a illness, that has to be a cure or something. Me personally, I'm convinced it's a form of necromancy we've had a cure, but you know, he's pretty sure it's a sickness.
I sympathize with the man, but I can assure you that in all of my years living here, I have yet to find a cure.
I mean, there's the cure, it's not the cure he's looking for though, you know?
Death is the easy way out, I suppose.
Oh, it's not death, they're already dead. It's more, finalization. Anyway, I should probably go and make sure he doesn't cry or piss his pants or anything.
And he nods. So jumping back to everybody at the Watcher House. Noman, you have just used telekinesis
Yes.
to move the body.
Shove them into a closet. And quietly opening the door a creak and saying shh. Oh yeah,
Oh.
actually I'm still looking like him. Do I keep him? Shit. Yeah, Noman will open the door a creak and say, "It's me, Noman. Don't hit me."
I had a feeling when I heard the girly cry and the sound of collapsing. There's a small problem, though. I was hoping you could get him conscious to, be in front of the door when you opened it, so I could, ask for an invitation.
He was a bit weaker than I expected.
This could be a problem. I've
Well, there's plenty
never
of ways
tried
we
this
can get him
before.
up.
I've never tried this before. Could you invite me into the house?
W- would you please come in?
Wilhelm, you try to enter the home and you're not able to.
I thought so.
Tyler, you didn't
Can you-
actually kill
can-
Ernest, did you?
Yeah, you didn't kill him.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Was
if
he?
you did-
Did it seem like he was still breathing?
Oh,
when
yeah,
I was trying to drag
definitely.
him. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the idea.
he's
You
alive.
bring him over here. We bring him back to consciousness. And
It's-
then he invites me inside. And then I can help you. Otherwise, you might have to do this on your own. Or
Uh,
he looks behind him with eyes up.
it's a good thing I still have the spell.
He's gonna
And
go back.
he'll try to telekinesis his ass back out. Do you want him inside or outside? We have to be quiet.
DM, do they have to be inside when they invite me in?
No.
Okay. Yes, just bring him outside and close the door. We'll wake him up out here.
I'll guide him out and mostly gently set him on the step.
All right, so you get him outside, you lay him out across the step. And you just hear a very weak
Yeah, I'm gonna lean down next to him and start slapping his face. Not hard, but like, hey, wake up.
Yeah, you slap him and just please no more.
Is he still asleep?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I was about to say, like, this is a really weird wet dream he's having right now, and I don't feel like we're...
Yeah, I'm at this point, that now that I know he's awake, I'm just gonna be like, I just need a small favor. Could you invite me inside the house?
Me as well.
Yes, and my associate as well.
Do you promise not to kill me?
We're just here for Lady
I
Lydia.
promise not to kill you.
Oh, Isaac looks at Wilhelm like, no.
He asked.
No, because he knows exactly what Wilhelm is doing. He knows exactly what Wilhelm is doing. But... Wilhelm.
Better keep your bell.
You fucking wise up. Stop acting up and shit.
Yeah, but I tell him I promise not to kill him.
Alright. Please. All of you, please. Come inside.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm gonna kind of pick him up so I can, over the shoulder, so I can like help him walk inside.
Oh, I was just gonna cast sleep on him.
And
Yeah.
as soon as are we over the
The threshold, yes.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and cast sleep on him if you want.
Yeah, I'll cast sleep on him. At first level. I don't know.
Arthos, you get a telepathic message, and it says, Are you hungry by any chance?
You dirty bitch.
Like out of character, no shit. I was about to be like, I'm gonna mentally reach out to Wilhelm and just ask if he needs to die. So we're on the same wavelength. Good.
Yes, yes.
Does he go to sleep? I don't know how weak he is.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as you cast
Weak.
sleep, he passes out. It's just another faint.
And as soon as he's asleep, I guess we'll get him and stuff him in the shoe closet.
And that's what's gonna go down. We'll leave Arthos behind to guard him.
Wilhelm,
Just for a little bit.
no,
Shh.
no.
We have to make our way through here.
Where exactly are they?
Lady Watcher is upstairs. I haven't seen anybody else.
Damn, I thought you said she was downstairs.
Yeah.
He
Did
heard
she
her-
come down?
She didn't come downstairs to you. You heard her upstairs, but then you heard what sounded like footsteps going back downstairs.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. I'll correct that.
Well, lead the way. Arthos, this is mentally, by the way. We can leave him for now, but depending on how this goes, that might be a problem that needs to be taken care of.
Well, and you can also feel that Arthos is hungry because what DM? It's been about what 36 hours now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel your hunger, and I'm like, Arthos, do you mind making sure no one finds the body?
My God.
Waste not, want not.
Absolutely.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to
Well-
have any kind of trust or faith in you whatsoever.
Let's put it this way: would you rather me eat someone who probably needs to die so he doesn't snitch, or just go start preying on people randomly in town?
Bitch, don't try to do this.
Oh,
Trying to justify.
would you rather me eat you?
You can't.
It's the same question as it's the apocalypse and your friend has a pig. It's their pet pig. Would you rather them eat the pet pig or a wild pig?
This is a sentient being, not a piece of livestock, bro.
You're the one that took to no harm. The others didn't.
I mean, I've seen pets
You know what?
show some pretty good emotional rage.
Forget it. It's fine. Whatever. I don't care. It's
I'm
not
gonna
like
run
anybody-
bacon for this poor man.
It's not like anybody listens to me either way.
But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and follow Noman and tell Arthos to catch up when you can.
Hmm. So it was that she was going to be downstairs, even though she was upstairs, but then heard that she was coming down. So she
Yes.
might, as far as I know, she might be down here.
You heard her say that she was going downstairs,
Okay.
but you didn't see her come down the stairs, and you were at the bottom of the stairs.
Got it. That's what didn't make sense. Okay. So, yep. Then I will explain that to them. She didn't come down these stairs, but she said that she was going downstairs. I don't. Maybe there's a basement. I don't. Another way down here, or another section. We could try going upstairs here.
Well, if you heard
Okay.
the sound come from upstairs, it's probably some sort of hidden doorway or something up there, hiding another set of stairs.
Perhaps.
I mean, you
It's worth
don't
checking.
keep people in the lobby. It's
Mhm.
best to keep them someplace more discreet.
Let's try upstairs. And Noman will head up the stairs
Alright.
as nonchalantly as he can. Because, he belongs here.
Yeah, so you make your way up to the second floor.
Get that to load. There we go. You
Ooh.
make your way up to the second floor.
Hey.
You put yourself right there.
Yep.
You see that there are a bunch of doors that are closed.
Hmm. Do I hear any commotion from anywhere? Do I hear kids? Do I hear her or even Lydia?
You do hear a sound. Uh, roll me investigation to figure out which room it is.
Okay. Might need that inspiration. No, okay. 16. Not terrible.
You hear kind of like almost like a babbling sound, like somebody muttering to themselves.
Hmm.
Are we following Noman up the stairs? Or are we still downstairs?
I don't know. Are you choosing to follow?
I followed him.
Sure, I'll follow him.
Arthur's gonna
Give me
stay
a little bit
downstairs.
of a berth. Yeah.
Tiny eyes.
Tiny Isa.
Shut the fuck up.
It makes my day.
Mm-hmm.
So, Noman, you hear the sound coming from down here.
Hmm. Let's see. I will kind of look behind and kind of give a pause moment, look to them, and try to walk down here to see if I can make any more sense of it.
As soon as you get in front of that door, you hear, "It's all right. It's all right. He loves me. He loves me. He'll always love me."
Oh boy. Is it a familiar voice?
No.
Okay. I'll mentally message backward. Well, because I see Isa right there, I'll say someone just muttering to themselves in this room. Doesn't sound familiar.
Oz is going to fucking where is it? He's gonna ghostly gaze into the room
Oh snap!
to see who it is that's in there.
As you glance into the room, you see that there's a young woman. You've never seen her before, but she is very, very beautiful. Almost reminiscent of her mother. You could very easily assume that this is either a sister or a child of Fiona.
Huh.
Okay.
And she's walking around. You see that her clothes are torn. Her room is a mess. And she's pacing the room, and she has a doll in her hands, and the doll looks like you could probably tell, probably like a boy. It's a male doll. And she's kind of brushing his hair. It's all right. It's all right. I'll love you forever. Don't worry. Don't worry. Mama will let us be together. It's okay.
Can I get a sense of like who, if I recognize who this doll is of, if it's of someone specific?
Roll perception.
I bet. 19.
The doll isn't as well made as Izik's dolls of Irina,
Hmm.
but it's of similar build, and it kind of reminds you of Victor.
Oh boy.
We're gonna leave that alone. He kind of looks to Noman and just makes a gesture like, yeah, we leave this one alone.
Yeah, that's making me think teenage girl with the creepy shrine and the candles. Okay.
I
I've
mean, maybe
seen.
Victor's into that, but we're not gonna touch that right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch out a 10-foot pole.
I
Hmm.
mean, I might, but I make bad decisions.
Um,
No.
no, you always made great decisions, especially with friends. You make great picks of friends, man.
Y'all fucking suck.
Yeah. Arthos,
So
how you
there's a
doing?
door.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
So we've got the door here, another door here,
There's a
and
door
another
directly
one
across
across
from
here.
you. Yes.
And then this is just like a little thing for window light, right?
Yes.
The dormer. Okay.
As you are kind of moving away from the door, and you're kind of looking through, Isa, you see the woman's head kind of turn, and she it looks like she's making eye contact with you. And then she rushes towards the door and bangs against it. Victor, Victor, my darling, Victor, Victor, are you there?
Oh hell. No one's running around this corner.
Don't
No one's like,
run.
nah,
You know
not
what I
my
mean.
problem.
Like, did.
Isa stays completely still.
And it takes a while. And then you hear the banging on the door stop and the breathing kind of settle. And Isa, you can see that she's calmed down, and that wild look in her eyes is kind of settled, and she walks over to the bed and she sits on it. And she's petting the doll. She's like, "It's all right, Victor. It's all right. I love you. I love you."
Whoosh. All
Uh,
right.
Noman, in your hurry to get away from the door,
Mhm.
you actually come across another door.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
Let's see.
Does it look like it could be a closet or?
From what you could assume, yes, it could be a closet.
Mm,
Oh, DM. My ghost vision lasts for a minute and it goes out to 30 feet. Could I see any special entryways that would like go up and then lead down?
You do not see any special entryways? No?
good.
You
But there's
see
like
a set of stairs.
is it like a clear set of stairs that would be able to lead down
Yes.
into with probably the basement?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do I see anything in this room or this room?
Nope.
Okay. He's going
Is it in the closet?
No, well, the set of stairs that I see, is it just like easily accessible?
Yes.
Or is there like a roundabout way that you have to go to get to it?
Nope. You see Noman standing in front of the door.
No one's gonna message over. Is there anything? What is going on?
And Isa just tells him there's a stairwell that leads downstairs.
From here?
I think so. Yes, DM. I had a fucking brain fart.
Yes, from where you're standing, you can see a stairwell in front of the door that Noman is standing in front of.
Okay, I thought I misunderstood for a second, or I was having a small stroke. And Isa messages back, yes, the stairwell
Hmm.
starts at where you are behind the door.
And just looks like a normal door, nothing like overly, locked up or anything like that.
No, just looks like a normal door.
Mm. Let's see. Do I have anything? I'll message one more time. I don't suppose you'd be able to know if there's anything magical in case there's something at this door.
Wilhelm.
Oh, with my magic sight, yeah. With my eldritch sight, do I see anything?
You do. You see a
Aha!
glyph of warding on it.
Good thing I didn't open it.
Yeah, I would not touch that.
Well, actually,
Where
and
is it?
Isa will bring out the black staff and go in front of the door. It's warded, right?
Yes, it's warded.
And Isa will use the staff to dispel magic with a charge.
Hmm.
All right. And Wilhelm, you can see that the runes that are written on the other side of the door, the light begins to fade.
As soon as it's done fading, I'm going to tell them it's safe.
Okay. And Isa will open the door very slowly and very softly.
I was expecting someone to be like, "You activated my trap card."
Hell no. Can't catch me slipping.
So, back at the tavern.
Hi, hello.
Klaus, you and Rictavio are engaged in conversation. He's telling you about all the places that he's visited and creatures that he's hunted and so on and so forth. And you see the door open to the tavern, and you see the two young men from the dinner, Carl and Nikolai.
Oh,
And they're just walking past you. They don't even acknowledge you. They're kind of laughing and joking amongst themselves. And they sit down, and you just they're not quiet. And they're just oh my god, those fucking idiots. I can't believe they really think we didn't know that they're in our house right now. You honestly think it's just oh god. I can't wait for what's in store for them. I wish Mother would let us stay, but
so Klaus is gonna just look at Rictavio, give him like a sly wink, knock back a bunch more of that fucked up alcohol, and then deliberately go and sit at their table.
yeah, as soon as you sit at the table, they both look at you. Can we help you?
Yeah, I was just, curious about what you're talking about. I mean, someone breaking into your house, that's kind of fucked up, you know?
And Nikolai kind of scrunches his nose as he smells your breath. Um, we don't offer money to the poor, so please go somewhere else.
I don't offer warning to dickheads. Please don't be rude. I will hurt you.
Excuse me, do you know who I am?
No.
And you hear Carl kind of just snickle. It's like he just snickers a bit. Nikolai looks upset, kind of puffs his chest out. I'm Nikolai Watcher. My mother is Lady Fiona Watcher, the new burgomaster of Barovia. So I would watch your tone if I were you.
Well, maybe you and your mother can fuck off to Barovia and leave Valafi, eh? Valaki, whatever this pissant town is called.
I thought that was 100% not a mess up.
And maybe
Fluffy.
you can stop puffing your chest out like a big boy before I take it as a threat.
And
Now,
what
what
are
are you
you
two
going?
drinking?
He doesn't listen. He slams his hands on the table, stands up. Who the hell do you think you are? And as he's now stands up, you see him drawing his sword.
I pull my knife from my side and I immediately go for the throat.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Dude,
Yes.
just straight
Man,
up,
we
fuck him.
can't leave Klaus nowhere, bro.
I know, I love it. He's my people.
Agent of Chaos.
Well, your people about to get us fucked up.
Yeah. So if you can roll for attack, please.
I absolutely can. Let me just turn off all of my global damage modifiers. Oh, actually,
At least he's showing some restraint.
as a bonus action, I can designate one creature I can see within 60 feet as the target of his future. The first time each turn you hit that target with weapon attack, it takes an extra 1d6 damage. Sure.
You know you can always also do non-lethal damage.
No, fuck that.
Where's the fun in that?
He pulled a sword.
That's not all. Oh.
So yeah, no, I'm just gonna try and shank him with a knife before he can pull the sword and do anything.
You're gonna
Okay.
fucking kill this kid.
Does a 14 hit?
1 second. Let me check. It misses.
Oh.
So yeah, you go to attack him, and he kind of like moves back. Carl is still sitting there watching. He pulled a piece of bread out from his pocket and is now just chewing it. Is like as he's chewing, like, don't get blood on your shirt. Mother will be upset.
You're
And
so lucky I deliberately missed that because I'm drunk and I would have killed you. So maybe put the sword away. Don't do anything stupid here, okay?
and he shakes his head and spits at you. Not taking orders from a dog like you.
Oh, that's it. You've said the word. I guess we're gonna have a fight now.
Yeah. Roll initiative, please.
Let me check and see if I have anything that gives me bonus to initiative real quick, because I'm sure I do. I'm like a 8th level ranger.
What are the other levels in?
Something.
Something.
Um,
You know, this fight is so intense. Let me put on some Tenacious D for the background music.
yeah, you know, I don't think I do. So let me just roll the initiative. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Wow. You just go ahead.
You could have saved that for the attack.
You don't have to kill this kid that hard, bro.
Nah. It's cool. It's cool. It's
It,
cool.
it's really not that. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep.
Hey, look, he got called a dog. He got called a dog. Okay.
Yeah, that's something we do like every session. He can chill.
Damn.
All right. So Klaus, you're up first.
Well, you see, I didn't want it to go down like this, but apparently it is, so. I guess I'll swing it and move the knife again. Oh. That's not gonna do it, so I'm gonna make my second attack. That's not gonna do it, so.
Yeah. No. Your second
Ooh.
swing goes wide, and you accidentally slash at Carl's bread, and it kind of flings across the room. It's, the hell? I was eating that.
You can still eat it. My knife is. Maybe get some new bread.
And he stands up and he draws out his sword.
Oh my god. Klaus, if you get beat by these two dumbass kids,
He's just gonna say, "I was drunk." Excuses.
like, come on, bro.
All right. So Nikolai, no, Carl, actually, now that you have flung his bread across the room, very upset with you, draws out his sword and he swings at you. So let's see how that's gonna go.
Just remember, if you lose this fight, we're going to laugh at you.
There's a 24 hit.
Yeah, just about.
There's an 18 hit.
Don't think it does. Let me check. It just hits.
Awesome. That's 10 for the first one. Oh. And 6 for the second. As he slashes at you. Nikolai, seeing his brother attacking you, decides to swing as well.
Damn, bro, these guys are tough. Nikolai and Carl got hands.
Yeah, and you catching him.
You getting fucked up by these two pussies, bro? Come on, bro.
Listen, bro, I'm a fucking ranger. I do ranged. I've got a dagger.
Get it together, bro. Dodge, duck, bob and weave.
Yeah, so the two of them start swinging at you. It is now your turn.
Oh, God.
Use that ranger stuff.
I can't use the ranger stuff unless I fucking hit them.
Yeah, hit him with like a Zephyr Strike or something.
You think I have Zephyr Strike?
Yes. Why would you not have Zephyr Strike as a ranger?
Exactly.
What the fuck is Zephyr Strike?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, start thinking about your third character. I'm sorry, fourth. Character. God, you're worse than Chad in my campaign.
Listen, bitch. Shh.
All right, channel that initiative. Let's go.
Yeah, fine. I'm gonna swing at fucking Nikolai with my dagger again.
Oh my god.
I have a +10.
It keeps going down.
I just want to point that out. I have +10.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, just. Oh my.
How in the fuck?
Can we just say he dies or something? I don't know.
I hate this game so much.
Oh
You
no.
hear from behind you, Rictavio. Do you need a
No.
hand?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Everything is okay here.
As he whiffs it.
All right, just call me if you need me.
This isn't even a serious fight. Don't worry. That's gonna be my turn.
And yeah, Carl moves to stand beside you now. And swing, swing, swing.
Please tell me that doesn't hit.
No, of course it doesn't.
And he misses.
Whiffs all around.
Not as bad as closest.
Nikolai moves to stand opposite of you. So he is now flanking. He will be rolling at advantage. I'm going to assume that 19 plus 9 hits.
Yeah.
And that other 19 plus 9 hits.
It sure does.
Look, at least the damage is only 1d6.
Yeah, but 1d6 over the course of like 4 rounds.
Your turn,
yeah.
Klaus.
Come on, Klaus. They hit like bitches, but you gotta hit back.
So that's 13 damage. This is fine.
They've barely ruffled his fur.
I'm gonna check something. Just you know, checking or something. Oh, it's an action. Cool. I'm gonna make an attack on Carl.
Okay.
Remind me, you can split attacks in 5th edition, right?
Yep.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Cool, let me roll my damage for the first time this fight.
You did it, Klaus.
Oh, yeah, that's 11 damage to Klaus. I mean, Carl. I'll mark him with my Slayer's Prey.
Okay.
For my second attack, I'll hit Nikolai. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Oh snap!
Cool. I'll mark Nikolai with Favored Foe. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna move away from them. For free. Because I have Spring Attack.
All right.
So I'm just gonna move over here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. So they are going to run up towards you again. At this point, Klaus, you notice that the people who are here in the tavern are not really paying much attention to the fighting that's going on. If you guys are swinging wildly, a couple of them are just ducking their heads. Some of them are grabbing their drinks and just sitting under the table. Donovich is sitting upright, though, and he is kind of watching intently. And, yeah, Carl's gonna swing.
Uh,
17.
Meet to beat.
Cool. And that 18 definitely hits. And he's going to action surge. And he's going to hit again. Actually, no, hold on. Sorry, let me redo those rolls. Let me redo those rolls because I did it at advantage.
He has flanking, it's fine.
No, because it's not Nikolai's turn yet.
Oh, very true.
Yep. 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 Okay, so action surge. Yep. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's almost like these two kids are supposed to be fought by multiple people.
Making them look like virtuosos.
Emphasis on if we survive the encounter in the house. It'll be hilarious if we get back and we find out Klaus died in a bar.
Yeah.
36. 36.
36, fuck me.
So yeah, all that's going on. These guys are giving you a wallop. Honestly, they are beating the piss out of you. And Klaus, you see Donovich stand up. You can't do that. That's not nice. And he rushes up towards you. He's just kind of shoving past Carl. And he like throws himself like against you, kind of embracing you. And he casts Cure Wounds. He casts Cure Wounds at 5th level.
My boy.
Holy shit.
It's a damn good healer.
Literally.
I gotta get his information because it's not here. Did I just delete it? No, it didn't. Okay. My bad. Okay, there we go. Hold on, wait, what? 1 second.
Oh dear.
I'm so confused.
Uh-oh.
So about that weather.
This stream is brought to you by DM Disaster, because she made this.
Don't worry, guys. I have a plan.
It sure would be
I
best
love it
if
when
we
you say
kick
that.
in now.
Does your plan involve the dodge action and running?
No, my plan involves. Wilhelm taught me this. Smile.
Oh no.
Also, kids, don't drink and fight with pointy objects.
So he embraces you and fills you with light, casting Cure Wounds on you.
Love to see it. You know who would have won this fight by now? Card tag.
Oh my god, Werewolf Actual started following me on TikTok.
And now I'm not gonna follow you.
Emotional damage.
This was the height of my happiness and it's been stolen from me.
Emotional damage. Mental terrorism. That's the name. That's the game of this fight.
Mental terrorist.
What's the 1d20 minus 1 for?
Uh,
That was his initiative.
Donovich is his initiative.
Oh, okay.
That's a pretty solid heal.
Yeah, and so Carl looks over at Donovich and, you want in on this too, fat man? And Donovich is kind of crying as he's still holding on to you, Klaus. And Carl goes and attacks Father Donovich. And that 14 misses, the 17 hits. For 11 damage. Wow.
Yikes.
Oof.
Wow. That poor man. Yeah. Nikolai, seeing that Donovich has now come in and tried to help out, is now going to attack
Hold
him.
up. Hold up. Carl already hit me for like 30 damage. What's going on?
Shh. It's a secret. And he's flanking. Yup. And yup.
Yep, that seems pretty big to me.
Yeah. Yup.
Oh,
Mm.
ow.
Okay. Yeah, so you see both of them attacking Father Donovich, and he's still holding onto you, Klaus, and he's, get out of here. I got this. And it's your turn.
Fuck no. These kids have. You see, I have 3 courses of action I can take here. I can go the Stabby route, the Klaus route, or the Wilhelm route.
You can plunge everyone into darkness and fight them that
No.
way? Oh, okay,
No.
never mind.
I'm gonna stab for now. I believe this is Nikolai.
That is Klaus. Or Carl. That is Carl.
Unlucky for Carl. Maybe. Probably not, but you know.
Wow.
Unlucky for Carl.
Well then.
So this is relevant. I have the Piercer feat.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So, it's been so long since I've rolled a crit during this campaign. Remind me how they work.
It's double dice.
Double dice. Okay, so I'll be rolling
3d4.
3d4 plus 2d6 because of favored foe. Yes?
That's correct.
Yes. Modifiers are just straight. No double modifier.
Double the result of the dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is it double the result of the dice, not the double
Yeah.
the actual dice?
So like if you have like 1d6 for attack, then it would be 2d6. And then
Okay,
like your
right.
modifier would just stay the same.
Okay, cool. That's 21 damage.
Ooh, wow.
And
According-
I'll make my second attack.
According to the Piercer feat, you could reroll that 1.
I could reroll that one. I think I will. Never mind.
That
Well,
So it's still 21 damage.
was
but
worth a
yeah.
shot.
And my second attack.
Meat to beat.
Love to see it. That's another 10 damage.
31 total. Nice, nice.
Is there anything for whatever you used on him?
Sorry?
Wasn't there something that you used on him?
Yes, he has favored foe active on him.
Nikolai
Yeah.
has favored foe.
Yes, no, Nikolai has favored foe. He has Slayer's Prey. It's basically the same thing, though, at this point.
Alright.
Oh, no, it's not. He only takes 7 damage from that second attack because it's the first time each turn.
Okay.
So that'll be 28 damage total. Give
Okay.
him a quick little stab to the midsection, and then I'll pass my turn.
All right. And Donovich is he's just looking at you, crying. Do you need more healing?
Just imagine them as the dickhead who killed your son.
Oh boy.
There you go.
They're sinners in the eyes of God, Donovich. You know what we do to sinners, don't you?
We send them to hell.
Hell yeah.
And he turns and looks over at Nikolai. You're going to go to hell. Let's see. All right. Yep. That's what we're doing. Hell yeah. I need these lovely things here. He kind of waves his hands in the air, mutters something under his breath. And you see a wall of fire appear. It's raging in his hands and then shoots out and surrounds Nikolai. He needs to make a dex save.
Oh god, fire magic in a bar? Donovich, you crazy motherfucker.
And it's the only safe place with the bones.
Whoa, that's not what I wanted. This. He fails. By one. He fails by
What?
one.
Wow.
Oh my god. And he takes 25 points of damage as he is hit by a firestorm.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Okay, so apparently we're not messing with that guy.
Do you remember when we wanted to kill this guy in like session 2 of this campaign?
I do not recall.
I do.
I do.
And yeah, he does that and he falls unconscious. Carl, seeing his brother fall unconscious, goes and attacks Donovich. And that is a hit for both. And Donovich falls to his knee, kind of breathing heavily after he's dealt these next attacks. And Klaus, it's your turn.
So, how many people are in here?
There's a good amount of people in here.
So, what you're saying is it wouldn't be prudent for me to take my lichen form.
Hey, you do what you want.
No, I'm just gonna stab this guy. Should've just ate the bread, Carl. Should've just ate the fucking bread. I've just realized all this time I could have had my hand crossbow and been using bonus attacks to shoot him.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yep.
This isn't a fight. This is a bar fight. You don't
It's a
take out
bar
actual
fight with
weapons in a bar
magic
fight.
and daggers.
Oh yeah, a dagger's a... Listen, a dagger is a perfectly reasonable bar fight weapon. A firestorm and a sword, maybe not.
That hits.
Hell yeah. That's a tasty 9 damage. Let me see if I can do anything else. Actually, I'm gonna re-roll that one. Peers are really not helping me out right now.
That end your attack?
No, I've got a second one.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Meat to beat.
Wow. That's 7. Do I
And
have anything I can do as a bonus action? Sorry, continue, I'm just talking to myself.
you're good. With that attack, Carl falls to the ground as well.
Now claim the spoils. Take their weapons.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. The very first thing that he's gonna do once they both fall is he's gonna kick Karl in the ribs, spit on Nikolai, and then take their swords.
So you take their swords. They are bleeding out. The tavern is has caught on fire. You see a couple people just kind of slowly picking up their plates and making their way out.
Danica is going to kill you.
Anyone have anything that can put out a fire? I'm at a bit of a loss here.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I really
Oh.
shouldn't have done that.
It's fine. You did good. Maybe not inside a bar, but you know, that was pretty cool. We need to put that fire out.
And he picks up a glass of wine and just kind of splashes it at the fire. It does nothing. I don't have anything to put out fires. What do we do? And that's when you see Rictavio come up. I got it. Just go on. It'll be fine. And he waves his hands around, muttering. And you see the flame kind of slowly beginning to die down. Little by little until it snuffs out. The wall is burnt. You do see the embers. It smells like burnt wood in here. And he just points like, I can't fix that. But at least the tavern is safe.
You know, it's fine. We can blame these two. Nobody's ever gonna believe that a priest set the bar on fire. But these two shits, absolutely. We can just say they came in, did a bit of arson, and then we beat the fuck out of them. Are we in agreement?
And Donovich is just nodding. Yes. And
Fantastic.
Rictavio shrugs. Not my tavern. I don't care.
I wouldn't care, but this is the only place I know of where I can get a decent drink here in Wallachia, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna tie their arms and legs with rope. And take them. What's this building over here?
It's like a little shed, like wood and tools and whatnot.
You know, that sounds just perfect. Actually, no, that seems quite small. And this is like a stable, right?
Yes.
Could take them into the stable. Would this little shed be big enough to fit, like, 4 people?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie their arms and legs, and ask Donovich to help me drag them into there, and then maybe ask Octavio if he can bring 2 chairs.
Yeah. They definitely help you out.
And now it's time to figure out what they know.
Yeah, and jumping back to everybody at Watcher House.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The only thing that I would say is Arthos would have taken Ernest's body outside of the house. Try to like put it in the woods or somewhere and then make him disappear.
Yeah, by this point, Arthos, you're not an expert at disposing of bodies, but you kind of got it down a little bit, just a little bit. It's not down to a science, but it's good enough to get by. So you can actually manage to do it in half the time than you normally would.
Oh, sweet.
So you would eventually be able to make your way over into the house if you wish. Though, as you are making your way back from the woods, you do see smoke rising from the direction of the tavern.
Yeah, he's gonna head into the house, but when he sees the smoke, he's just gonna sigh heavily, and then just completely ignore it. Like, I have a feeling I'm going in the house. And he's gonna try to catch up with the others.
So, everybody else, you are now standing before the doors. Isaac, you said you were opening the door very slowly and carefully after having dispelled the glyph of warding.
Yes.
You open it, and you are met with a little bit of tension.
He. And like my ghost vision is still up. So do I see any like trap connected to the door?
So I'll click on.
Your ghost vision only lasts for a minute.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh.
Hey, so is everything okay?
There's some resistance against the door.
Ooh. Um. Hmm. Look around the edges, see if you see any string or anything like that.
I will look for any kind of string or wire or anything around the door.
Roll investigation, please.
Bitchin'.
God dang.
Mm.
So you're
Mm-mm-mm.
kind of peeking around and trying to use whatever little light is streaming in to catch a glint of anything. And you actually do manage to catch a glint of a piece of wire.
Mhm.
It's more like to the top of the door frame. And as you are kind of looking, you can follow it. And further up onto the roof, you see that there looks to be a gun pointed down.
Oh,
That could have been bad.
like this is your last breaking and entering. Okay. Um,
I'm guessing there is something.
there's a firearm pointed directly down that's connected to the string.
Oh,
So Isa, since he doesn't have fucking mage hand, he is instead going to.
I think I might have mage hand.
Do you? Well,
We're gonna check. Yes, I do.
awesome.
In that case, I'm gonna go around and what kind of
Arthos,
gun is?
as you're making your way down, you hear a banging on the door. Victor, Victor, my love, is that you? Victor! And you hear,
Isa-
it sounds like clawing, like nails raking against the wood.
Ugh.
Isa
He-
turns to Arthos.
Yeah,
as
he
he's
kind of like
coming by.
sidesteps like maybe a foot. It's like, ugh, and then looks at everybody. Ugh.
Isa just like motions like yeah, just don't worry about it, just keep quiet.
But after a minute or so, it quiets down.
Side skirt the crazy.
Real quick, can I see what kind of firearm it is?
You are not inside, so you cannot.
Okay, but you can tell that. Okay, so he
Um,
can tell that there's a firearm pointed at it
He
with a
can
string.
if he has his ghostly gaze activated, then he
Ah.
can see it. If not, then he sees it and he can kind of see the barrel pointed down.
I wish I had some tool proficiencies. Noman, do you have any skills at this?
Isa,
Not quite.
roll me a history check, please.
ooh, history. Something I'm good at. 25.
You are very familiar with the barrel of a shotgun.
Okay. Yeah. Pump action. 12 gauge. Breech loading.
Breach that's like a modern firearm. Okay. Hmm.
What's the holdup?
How much space is like inside this little room from what we can see on the inside of it?
You can see that it's about one person wide.
But like that's the only trap that Isa saw, right?
Yes.
So he is going to actually misty step inside while avoiding the wire trap.
Okay.
I was just about to turn into fog and go in the room.
I had the same idea as he did.
And now, while inside, Isa is going to try to disarm the shotgun trap.
All right. Can you roll me dexterity at disadvantage, please, because you are not proficient with thieves' tools or disarming in general.
Okay. Oh
It's
God.
about to be really loud.
It's about to be really loud.
Everyone step away from the doorway.
This is gonna be bad.
Knew we should have taken silence.
Crap. I could have fed from Noman to get my bite empowerment. Fuck.
Excuse me?
Yeah, no, I have a thing where like if I bite somebody, I get a bonus to I think skills and attacks after I feed some bullet from them.
Oh, so it's okay for you to like
There
feed
was
on
a
your
body
allies, but
right
when
down
I
below.
kill somebody, then it's
No,
an issue.
you kill
Okay,
people. You kill people. I said
but you're
Ernest
feeding on your
was-
allies. That's even worse.
Ernest
No,
was
it's
right
not.
there.
Ernest is dead. We
Yeah,
all
We don't
Ernest
know
dead as
that.
fuck.
Wait,
Wait.
I know it's not necessarily feeding from a live body, but I still do have a jar of Irina's blood. If I drink that,
Motherfucker.
do I still get the effects of the bite empowerment?
No, has to be fresh blood.
Okay, that's fine. And just to make sure I like can get real close to it and do it right, I'm also going to use spider climb to kind of like climb up the wall and like look upside down so I can like see very closely what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just don't
Alright.
stare down the barrel.
Obviously not. Who do you fucking think I am, Daisha? Oh my
Oh,
god.
no. You say that.
Does
but-
anybody have any points? I can sacrifice the rest of my 5.
Oh yeah. Let me look. Look at my sheet.
I do not have enough for that
dog,
to help.
I'm about to say I'm skating on E. I ain't got nothing.
I have 9. I have 9 luck points. I will give you. How many did you put in?
I put in 5, so that gives me to 10.
I could only
God.
get you. I could only get you to 14 because it's. I think it's
Boy.
double to give to you.
Yeah. Anybody
Where are
else
my
want to
points?
chip in on this?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and chip in. I got 1 luck point left.
All right.
And it's at-
please mark it down
Oh, I did.
on roll 20.
Oh, okay.
And it gets it to how far? How
14.
far is it right now?
14.
Yeah.
I can spare 2 more if you want to get it to 15.
Do it.
Yeah.
So I just sacrifice that.
Oh wait, we just woke up today. Does that mean we got 1 more?
Yes.
True.
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot
why
to
I
do
have.
that.
That's why I have only 5.
Oh, okay. Well, make that 10 luck points to get him to add 5 to it.
Hey, so that's a 15.
Okay, now I have no luck points. And then with Noman, that's a 16.
So you're giving him 1 point.
I did my
I got
best.
nothing.
Okay, so now I'm at 16.
All right. So you're working, trying to figure out
Please, the anticipation is actually killing me. Please.
I think she's having to do something with the baby.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All Isa knows is like how to hold the gun and where the trigger is because that's what Joran showed him. Because nobody believes in proper gun control and gun safety in this
Mhm.
campaign. Oh God.
We know that one end points you pointed at the bad guy. And that's about it.
That's the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
Bye bye. No more fucking bad guy.
sorry about that. Baby fell and bumped her head.
Oh.
But yeah, so
You called the doctor?
the doctor said no more bouncing on baby Yoda chairs.
Yep, that's exactly how it went.
As a licensed physician, Isa agrees.
So, Isa, you are working through this. You really don't know much about disarming, but you manage to finagle it to disarm.
And is this gun like mounted on the ceiling?
Yes,
or
you can see that there's a metal bracket holding it. There's several metal brackets holding it up.
is there a way to like take it off the wall?
If you remove the brackets,
How are the brackets being held on?
like bolts into the wall.
He will yeah, he'll fucking telekinesis them bitches off.
All right, so
Be walking around with a shotgun.
Yeah, he's gonna go down to that basement with a shotgun.
you use telekinesis, and it's making a lot of
Alakablam.
noise, pulling the bolts out
Oh
of the
boy.
wall, metal scraping on metal. But eventually, the bolts do come out. The brackets, because you didn't telekinesis the brackets, end up falling onto the stone floor and kind of ping loudly. But the shotgun is now dangling. This is the last bracket. And it comes loose. And now you have a shotgun in your hands.
Awesome.
That might be the loudest disarm I've ever heard.
And Isaac like
It could have been louder, I
jumps down from
imagine.
the ceiling with the shotgun in hand, and he opens the door. And how much damage does a shotgun do, Damon?
Alec and Blam.
Alakablam!
Shotgun does 2d8 piercing.
Damn!
But yeah, the door is now open for the rest of you.
This place and its doors. Shall we,
I hope there's no more doors trapped like this.
Well, let's get on with it, I guess. And Isa will slowly make his way down the staircase.
Making my way downstairs.
no one will
All
be
things
last.
strapped. Got this shotty and I'm getting pepped.
And you all will be making your way down. Oop, let me.
Making my way
switch all over
downstairs
that.
with a gun, about to shoot a woman.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm gonna kill you.
I won't miss you.
I'm gonna drink.
So as you can see, you cannot
Oh my
see
God.
the you cannot see the stairwell, but as you can see, the stairwell leading down is right beside the stairwell leading up to the second floor. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
No!
Just before it explodes.
I want to see how many shells in this thing.
All right, so everybody, thank you for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. You can catch us next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the continuation of Curse of Strahd. So if you can, it would be greatly appreciated if you stick around as we do a raid. So looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye!